Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Caitlin from Create with Kate if you're new here. Today I'm going to show you easy ways to set up my bullet journal, specifically with monthly spreads. I've shown you how to do in August with my plan with me and my September plan with me as well. If you haven't seen them, I'll have it linked down below in the description box if you guys would like to check it out. Today I'm going to be showing you 5 different ways to set up monthlies with me in your bullet journal. They're different spreads, really easy for beginners too, and if you're interested, keep on watching. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. If you are Canadian like I am, we just came off of Labor Day weekend. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys did. I ended up going camping for the first time, which was really exciting. I ended up just unplugging for the weekend. Now I'm back and ready to get into my bullet journal, and recently I've been thinking a lot about October. I know it's kind of far away, but I love planning my monthlies and getting some ideas and themes in there already. So some of the things I thought of was how I wanted to set up my new monthly for October. And it got me thinking to all of the monthlies that I've done before and some of the monthlies that I'd like to try out. So this first idea for my monthly bullet journal spread, I want to test out, but I don't know if it's going to be realistic for October. October is a really big season for midterms and exams. I am a university student, so I have to leave a lot of space, but I was thinking how I set up this bullet journal monthly might be interesting for some of those people who have less on their plate. It is a very simple, minimalistic monthly spread. On the left-hand side, while setting up this bullet journal monthly calendar, I decided to keep it very minimal, just writing down 1 through 30 in the center. This column will separate things like work or personal, and you can write down different tasks on either the left or the right-hand side. For me, if I was using this, I would have a personal side and then a school side, but you can always switch it up depending upon what you have going on in your life. On the right-hand side, I put down a goals for the month. I think it's a good way to reflect, and I love incorporating touch points during the year to make sure that I'm accomplishing those yearly goals. Other to-do list tasks, this could be brain dump sections that I want to write down for the month, things that might not go on a specific day, but I want to get done for that month. If you guys ended up watching my August plan with me video, I ended up tracking water, exercise, and creativity for that month. I just put in on the bottom right-hand corner those habit trackers and just finish off the spread by putting in a cute quote, remember to focus, finishing off with the Crayola in this sage green color. As per usual, I have all of the supplies linked down in the description box below, as well as my Instagram. If you do decide to recreate anything, make sure to tag me down there. I would love to see what you guys come up with. This next spread that I have here is actually one that I used when I was new to bullet journaling. I didn't really understand what bullet journaling was to begin with, and I have looked up what are easy ways to set up my bullet journal, and this spread popped up. It is very minimalistic, and you can adjust it to your own need. Here I have 3 columns, an all day, morning, and evening. You can use color coordination, things like green for family, blue for school, and so on and so forth. Whatever helps you organize your life best. That's really what bullet journaling is about, and something that I've come to really enjoy incorporating into my spreads. I used a very minimalistic lettering style, something that any beginner to bullet journaler could do, and then incorporated just a pop of color for this golden yellow Crayola marker and used my Tombow brush pen to add some gray in there as well. Overall, I would say that this monthly layout took me about 10, maybe 15 minutes stretching it to create. So if you're looking for something quick and easy to set up as a monthly calendar in your bullet journal, I would recommend this. Again, when you're setting up, you just want to make sure that you're incorporating things that are important to you. I had a to-do list, a future calendar for October, and a favorites on the right-hand side, but you can always adjust things based upon your needs. Number 3 on how to set up your monthly in your bullet journal. This is a spread layout that I ended up using in June this year, but I kind of switched things up a little bit. So I'll insert a photo here of what I did in June, and then I'll show you guys exactly what I've done for this one. On the right-hand side here, I ended up setting up a calendar view for September. This would be a situation where I wouldn't have a lot going on in the month. I would use it if I had maybe like 3 things from my future log that I needed to move over, and I would end up putting it in the section called events on the left-hand side. Other things that I would want to track again are my habits. So I set it up in a weekly perspective. On the main page next to my calendar, I wanted to track again water, exercise, and creativity. So I just labeled those out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 5 weeks in the month. On the bottom hand, I wanted to track gratitude. This may be something you guys have in your bullet journal, but as a one-page spread. I personally like tracking my gratitude on my weekly layouts. It makes it easier for me to record what I want to do for the next day, but also at the same time, make sure I am keeping focused on being grateful for something. I highlighted everything in this baby blue color. I find when I'm doing bullet journaling, I like having an accent color. This could be anywhere from 1 to 3 different colors that I like to incorporate, all within the same tones. I generally gravitate towards my gray Tombow pen. If you guys have been watching my videos for the last little while, you'll know I'm a fan of it. And then I pick a color out of my Crayola set. I have the 50 set, so there's so many to choose from, and I love testing them all out. Do you ever just try something new and you don't know whether or not it's going to turn out? That is what happened with this layout here. I ended up doing a calendar on the left-hand side here. This is a spread that I ended up doing in my August plan with me. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. But basically, it gives you enough space to write a couple of notes for the month. I used it for August when I was starting to get ready for school again and things started to pick up on how much I needed to get done in a day. I didn't necessarily need a full calendar log, but I did need something a little bit more than what I had been using in the past. On the right hand side, I did this calligraphy lettering. It turned out gorgeous. I loved it, but of course, a mistake. That is what happens when I bullet journal. I always make a little mistake. So I'm just going to come back in and fix it up with my white jelly pen. To add a pop of color, I used this wine color. I don't really know what I would call it. To add a little something to make the spread stand out a bit more. What I'm doing with the line work right now is what I meant by I've done something that I've never done before and I loved it. Thinking there needed to be a section to fill up the missing space, I just started putzing around a little bit with the lines and I ended up trying this out. It turned out amazing. I really loved the way that it looked. I've never done something like this before, so I was really happy with how it turned out. Little story time. I'm always nervous to try something new in my bullet journal because I don't want to make a mess of it and I want it to look beautiful and pretty like all the spreads that you see on Instagram, but really I want to try more things and figure things out, and that is what YouTube I think has started to give me, is just exploring the creativity that I have myself and incorporating things in spreads, taking your feedback and your comments and trying new things out. So that is where this spread came from. I really do hope that you guys like this one because I love the way that it turned out. One thing, however, that I would change is I did end up going back into the left-hand side of the page and tried to incorporate some of those little swirls in the top and bottom corners. I didn't 100% love the way that it looked, but again, have to try it out or else you'll never know, right? This is the most minimalistic bullet journal monthly setup that I have done. I like the way that it turned out a lot because it was quick and easy to set up. Honestly, maybe it took 5-10 minutes maximum. So if you guys are in a rush during busy seasons like back to school or holiday time, this one I would recommend as well. I'm not sure if you guys like me to include how long it takes me to make each spread. Let me know down in the comments below if that's something you would like me to do from now on. I ended up doing a full page spread. For those of you who need lots of room or have a busy month transferring all of your stuff over from your future log to your monthly log in your bullet journal, this one would be perfect for you. It gives you ample amount of space to write down what you have going on for the month. And then I just filled up some of the blank space on the side with this to-do list and a cute little quote that says, "It's time to grow." My accent color for this spread was just my Tombow gray pen. Love it. It's in the number N75. Just a quick shout out to Bujo Moments. Thank you for liking and commenting on my videos, and I am happy that you have now joined the family. Here is just a quick flip through of how I set up my bullet journal monthlies. These are 5 different options that I've used before, and I hope you guys can enjoy yourself. Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today setting up those 5 different monthly spread ideas with me. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. It helps the channel grow. Today's question of the day, I want to know if you guys have used any of the spreads that I've shown you. If you did, make sure to let me know which one you liked down below the best or which one you find the most effective for you. I'll see you guys next time.